I can't think of Tails got trolled without thinking about that Tails Halloween video where Sonic straight up killed Tails for
I
like a
loved that when I
costume.
was a kid. I fucking loved that. When I was a kid, I
Uh,
was a fucking sociopath.
I think we talked. I think we talked about it, but I couldn't handle that kind of shit as a kid.
Why does that sound
Yeah,
so familiar?
I
it
think
was
we
a
talked about
Newgrounds
it.
cartoon.
No, Sonic, what you doing?
Sonic breaks his neck was a big one.
That sounds so familiar.
I used to watch just like rated M
For
cartoons about
mature.
Sonic on Newgrounds.
I swear we talked about Newgrounds before.
What the?
The only thing I didn't like when I was a kid is when it was like when it turned to porn, because that grossed me out. Fucking Sonic porn was disgusting.
Was
Uh,
was
oh no, it's cool now. uh, no, I hate like I could like laugh it off now, but like back then it just fucking disgusted me. Like I couldn't stand to look at that. Um,
I mean, but now it's all good.
Now I can laugh it off. I mean, it's
All
whatever.
day,
I feel
all
like
day,
not-
every day.
I feel like
it's
everybody now is like tries to disregard anything like sexual or whatever as a form of like I'm more mature than you. Haha.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Nah.
I'm
I
not
feel like that's
gonna-
the new trend, and
It kind of
it's
I-
is
fucking
a little bit.
annoying.
If you're a furry, that's fine. I don't care.
No, where they're like, "Oh,
Oh, no,
those
we're just-
boobs. I like boobs. I myself love boobs, but look at those boobs. They're too big." And I'm just like, can you go fuck off, please?
A little bit. I know where you're coming from. There's
Well,
fan
as-
service in my anime. Oh my
as-
god, I can't handle that.
As long as what you're doing isn't hurting anyone, go for it. Have fun.
I think the thing is
But-
like they over exaggerate how much they're just like about it.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
just
no,
like, can you guys please go fuck off?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like a self. I feel like the thing is what we're trying to get at though is it's not the fact that they have a problem with it. It's how self-righteous they are about it.
Yeah, that's it. I think like
I know that your issue. I know that you actually you probably don't want me to talk about this, so I'll say it off camera.
I have a lot of issues with a lot of people because I've just been around, like watched for years of just people and just like people's change, and I just sick and tired of this shit, basically.
Like,
This is Black Frost. I fucking love
Yeah.
this persona. I
yeah, I need
maybe
a
like-
plushie of that.
think like a month ago I got a figurine of him. It's amazing.
Fuck you.
And I believe
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. Fuck you.
I need Auto Tsukaja for this, and
What? Oh yeah, but we were
don't
talking
have
about whether something is a review or not before. Sorry, finish your thoughts, Stuart.
Yeah.
no, I was just wondering like what do I want to make the last thing for? Because these are all like, bleh. I could do dodge attacks, but he drains. Or when I fuse him again to somebody, I can just pass it on because that's level 38.
I think most of the TV dinners are like those episodes I would call video essays and not reviews. The more oral episode, absolutely review. I don't spoil anything. I just give my thoughts on it. But then like the BoJack videos and analysis, I make it clear from the very beginning that BoJack's my favorite show. And then I just like analyze parts of it that I thought were interesting. The community one is like it is a review, but it's only a review of a specific season and comparing it to the other seasons.
Right.
The Rap War Genius video is like a defense of it. The Malcolm in the Middle video is a video essay. And that one's one I'm working on. I just finished rewatching that show. It's fun. I'm happy to say that it's funny until the very end, but the last episode's kind of shit. Which
I
isn't
will
that big
say,
of a deal because it's not a story-driven show.
I will say one of the things that I like about your content is the fact that not only do you is the fact that like you have a variety on what you do, and it's never the same shit. Like it's not like, hey guys, I'm reviewing this. I'm gonna review it the same way over and over again. I really appreciate the fact that you have a variety within what you do,
Well, thank you, Chris.
and
I
it makes it
appreciate
worth
that.
it to watch. And I believe you need more subscribers because holy shit.
That's like part of the problem. Is like I actually am very grateful for the number of subscribers I have on Movie Mackle because I feel like it's the first time I earned it. Beamus 100 I did for sub. That's why that channel almost has 500 subscribers. I did sub for sub, like I spammed that. but I was
Oh
also
yeah.
14. I was also like 14 years old.
We were all 14
like,
years
it's
old once.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
But like the Exploding Duck Brigade got all of it. All of that's from Austin.
what are you talking about? It's from the Persona Let's Play
Yes, of course.
and Duckcast and the
And
Adventures
yes.
of Beakles.
But then like Movie Mackle was the first time where it was like, okay, people are subscribing because it's my content. I really appreciate those
I mean,
subscribers.
I
But
definitely get it that you appreciate it, but I still think you need more, dude. Just you
yeah, no, I appreciate that too. Like, here's the thing: it's because that the lack of consistency is what hurts it, though. If I did like keep doing similar, if I did like the childhood trauma video was really what boosted my channel up, and if I would keep doing that, it would do well. But then like TV Dinners is also like a fairly successful series. Like the Moral Oral episode performed well, the Community episode performed well. If I did those more often, it would do well. But I can't. I don't know. That's what I tried to make the show at first. I started like I just wrote a bunch of reviews for different random shows I was watching, and I got so fucking bored because I would do a show that I didn't have any passion for. I was just doing it so I could have another episode, you know?
yeah. It's just I feel like that the thing that was that you do have passion, and that's something that I mean I don't see commonly. I really need to stay off of YouTube. I have not watched anything worth it.
I do like some YouTubers who do just review everything that comes out, and they keep their videos pretty simple.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with
I
that.
won't knock on it.
I'm just saying straight up that that's what I like about your content. Is
Thank
it,
you.
and the thing that's great about it, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm just jerking off your channel. But
Like I said, I appreciate it.
it's just, it's just, I don't really normally see content like that, and it's really cool, especially since most people that do anything similar to what you do always kind of have like a false YouTube-ness to it, if you know what I mean.
Watch
Yeah.
Mojo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like your movie Sucks and Chris Stuckman. I feel like they're very genuine, even though they do kind of have a formula.
Yeah.
But I hate everything in Ralph the Movie Maker, the other two I watch, although I really only listen to Ralph on the podcast he's on now. I don't especially like his videos. I've said that so many times. I need to stop.
Yeah.
I
I mean, the thing is, I was gonna do movies and stuff, but I'm now restricting myself to video games only stuff because I feel like we don't have a lot of people that actually play video games talk about video game movies. Because, I mean, there's a lot of fucking video game movies out there, man.
in terms of video game reviewers, I do really like. I just started watching this channel, but I do like Scott the Woz.
Yeah.
I like the sense of humor, and I think most of his videos are pretty fair.
I think
I think he'll acknowledge what other people have to say about it. Like I think that RPG thing that he made, the Christmas one, I think that's like criticize him, but also give an acknowledgement to why people like RPGs.
I feel like I like that episode, and I'm not gonna like shit on you for liking it, and I completely like it. But I feel like that's what everybody says though nowadays.
Yeah, that
Like they have to make a big deal about not liking RPGs.
I might have said this. I let's be honest.
You
I have
have.
said this in the past where
Express your anger towards Scott the Woz and Donkey.
just on that. But it's like
Yeah.
when they talk about JRPGs, they have to over exaggerate that part specifically, like comparing to like any other thing.
Hey guys, you know what I don't like? I don't like Mario. He jumps. It's weird. I don't like it. His jumping is weird. I don't like it. He's red. Ugh.
What a
Man,
fucking
and he fights
loser.
a turtle. It's nonsensical. Why not Luigi Brothers, huh, guys? I just don't like platformers.
Donkey, it's almost a little hard. Like, it's like there's so much comedy in his videos. And I really like that. I think all of his videos just kind of cut the fat. They're all very brief and easy to watch, but it's like he will be an asshole about his opinion, but he is not doing it to sound. I don't think he is doing it to try to sound smart. I think he is doing it to be funny because he has plenty of videos like that are very like. I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. They're very much like poking fun of him for being really bad at something. Yeah, I don't think that there's like an ego at all with his content.
So one of the things I hate about forgive me for sounding like a douche. I really hate a lot of video game reviewers that don't like they say something about a video game and then they don't elaborate on it, or like they don't give a reasoning or a good enough reasoning. I feel like some people are like, I don't like the gameplay. It's just blank, and I'm like, so does like what don't you like about it? I don't like it.
Another reason I like to when I like if I do a video, I like to pick a specific thing to talk about than talking about the whole thing. It's all like just the entire thing, because it's just like it's easier just to focus on one thing, because then you can go into detail. If you're trying to like now do an analysis of an entire game, it's just like so much. There's so much you have to consider. There was so much more time put into that game than the review talking about it.
There most definitely is, but I feel like I used to try to not have a formula. If you watched my Mighty Number 9 video,
Yeah.
and I've gained a formula which is talking about the story, the gameplay, presentation, accessibility, because fuck everybody, man. I hate how people don't do that one. And the goods and the bads, and then the conclusion. You know?
Yeah.
As of late, I've noticed that I'm a lot more loose on video games. I don't normally if it's bad, it has to be really bad. And I want to make that clear. It's hard for me to do that without like destroying the flow of video. But like I grew up playing NES games, so like there is a limit of shit that'll piss me off. It's most modern games cannot hit that unless the game is absolutely broken. But I mean, there's some games that are shit though. It's just, you know, I feel like that's kind of the formula you should stick with for at least gaming to a degree. Not that exactly, but you know what I mean. Like stick with not even stick with the formula. Like just focus on something. Like because with RPGs, I feel like one of the things that you have to consider each genre with a game, right? Because like with RPGs, I know there's people like Pro Jared that's like, oh man, I don't like the American version of Final Fantasy VI. It's because it's not hard. Look, man, RPGs being hard is already a turn-off point. I get it that that's your choice. If you want a hard RPG, play the Japanese one, but don't discredit a game because it's not difficult. You know what I mean?
You can make your own challenge.
And I'm not shitting on Pro Jared. I love Pro Jared. I'm just saying.
The video game reviews I have, like, I don't even, like, most of them, I don't even, it's not even, like, the game talk specifically. There's other things about it that I enjoy. Like, because I do like, I like Scott and Donkey's sense of humor a lot. Donkey, I don't think is the go-to person for, like, a deep analysis of a game. But it's, like, he is very, his content is very, like, again, cutting the fat out and just making something really entertaining, and I really enjoy his videos. I've disagreed with Donkey on plenty of things that he said, but it doesn't make me angry. But I also don't share the same passion you and Stuart do, so that's probably why I do get annoyed with movie reviews.
Well, the problem is that, and I don't know what Stuart has to say about this, but he can say whatever. I feel like the thing that I hate is the fact that a lot of game reviewers try to do more comedy than discussion, which comedy is fine. If you're funny, you're funny. I'm definitely not, so I don't try. But I feel like the discussion that I want to put in my show is it worth playing today? Is it worth going through that hassle? Some of them definitely are. And I feel like the thing is that a lot of game reviewers just pop off acting like you could just get these games, which is fine. It works that way. You're reviewing the game in itself. But some games aren't fucking worth it. Some of them are too fucking expensive. Some of them are not as good as people say they fucking are.
I think for me, it comes in a personal, where I get kind of like more emotional about stuff. It comes from just how I took in stuff. Was I was a kid, anybody's opinion I saw online, that's factual, that makes sense, I agree. So when people would like disregard something without like getting into really big details or just trying to be all high and mighty, that could just influence other people blindly and say, lol, this thing sucks. Like, how many people have actually really played Sonic 06 or Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric or Ballad of Underworld?
6, and that I fucked that game, but I never played Sonic Boom.
I have a whole Let's Play on my channel, I think.
I could not.
Like, a lot of people, like Superman 64, E.T., you know, they're regarded as like the worst games ever. Have y'all played them?
Yeah.
You guys ever like just a general question, like have you guys played them then? Have you guys just watched a video from AVGN or the game dude and realized, wait a minute, that game sucks. I'm high and mighty.
See, that's kind of what I'm trying to avoid, is because there's a lot of games that, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of games that do straight up suck, and I'm definitely going to talk about them. But I feel like the one thing I really want to do is I want people to give older games a chance, because I know that there's a lot of people that just go, oh yeah, that game I heard sucked because some guy said one minor thing about it, or man, I saw Persona, it's expensive, even though you can play it on Steam. Like, I mean, at least 4. And I don't know about the others.
What is
You know what I
your
mean?
weakness?
I like hearing what other people have to say about stuff. There are absolutely points where it feels like someone's... I don't get this with games as much, because again, it's not... I just wouldn't do a game review, basically. When it comes to people talking about TV shows and movies, it does seem like sometimes the problem is someone misses the point, or they're looking for something that the movie or show wasn't even intending to do.
Yeah.
Or they're just trying to be funny. Or they're just trying to like make it a comedy show when somebody's actually trying to look for something or just find something new. It's like, hey, let me have an icon of somebody with just big tits and make fun of the game and say, lol, this game sucks, and I draw it on MS Paint, and then when you click the video it says, ha, I finally have an excuse to put boobs in the game, and if anybody can find what video I'm specifically talking about, you get a brownie point.
I'll have to ask you off the record.
Oh, I will tell you after this.
Yeah, I was about to say off the record, but I think the one thing that I've realized is that a lot of people form their opinion off of people on YouTube. And
that's where I'm going from too.
Yeah, that's annoying. Don't do that.
And I feel like if we can change it up a little bit, that's all I really want to do, is I kind of want to change it up a little bit, because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I completely love gaming, but I feel like a lot of people kind of just disregard shit or forget shit. There's a lot of games, like for instance, Kirby Nightmare into Dreamland is one of my favorite games, right? And I just wish that Nintendo would do something with this port, like release it on Nintendo Online or some shit. It's a game that I feel like a lot of people should play. It's a really good remake.
Or hell, even like when I fucking hate this term called fandoms. I just usually call it communities, or just people online. If something gets popular, you see it just everywhere, and then just like maybe like one bad apple ruins the whole bunch. So then you have other people that don't know what it is, just get really annoyed and say like, well, this bad, let me stir up some drama in the community or something.
Well, I don't want to stir up drama in the community.
That happens a lot, and I get annoyed by it too, because there's shows that I like that have a bad reputation because of the fan bases, and I don't think that the show's creators should be held accountable for that.
Yeah.
I fucking like Rick and Morty, but that fan base got really fucking obnoxious, but I don't think that means that the show is now bad.
Or just like right now, I guess, with Persona, people everywhere are just asking or just spamming Atlas and Nintendo stuff, where it's like, hey, port this game to the Switch or port it on other consoles. That it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Definitely does, but I do think that gaming... This is something I'm going to probably disagree with you guys on. I think gaming companies, not really Atlas, because they have like 2 people and a toothpick.
That's true.
But I do think Nintendo needs to do better about porting shit.
Oh, they do.
Because, I mean, I would love to see Persona, but it's kind of like what the guy from Final Fantasy 15 said, which now backfires like hell.
What did he say?
He said that he would have ported it to the Switch if the Switches were able to be gotten. Like, if, you know, they were more accessible, which is hilarious that that guy said that, and PS5s are not available at the time. But yet they're still making Final Fantasy games on that shit. So there you go, I guess.
I mean, we have don't we have Final Fantasy 15 Mobile Edition on Switch?
Oh, fuck that edition, bro.
But Chris, it's Final Fantasy 15.
I mean,
Mobile Edition.
I mean, that's like saying Kingdom Hearts, the melody game, is like playing Kingdom Hearts.
It still amazes me how I think people just over exaggerate the Kingdom Hearts, even though
Explain.
like I guess it's more of a when 3 came out, people were just like, I don't know what the whole deal is with anything. I think it's mainly
see,
like when it first.
see, I get where you're coming from, and I don't like. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
look.
I'm sorry. I'm just like my brain is slowly like turning off, just like thinking like, what am I trying to say?
Oh, I get what you're trying to say. Like Kingdom Hearts is not that.
It's basically like
Kingdom
takes
Hearts is
this.
not that complicated if you're a fucking weeb.
I think
the
it's
best way
it's
to
I think
put
it's
it.
mainly like people that come into the series and they they haven't played the other games, so when they play it, they're just like, "What's going on?" Whoa.
You know, so as a person that loves Kingdom Hearts, I completely skipped Chain of Memories and went straight
Hold
to
on, I'll be
2.
back, guys.
Oh, okay. I skipped Chain of Memories and went straight to 2, and I kind of figured out what happened. So I mean, it's not. I mean, I I I, I can see where people get lost,
I think
and
people also just got lost with like Birth by Sleep without realizing. Hey guys, did you know that this is a prequel? Whoa.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. There are some. I feel like there are some decisions that is kind of fucking weird, like how Ventus
Yeah.
is who he is or his whole shit. Like I can see where that would throw some people off.
Yeah, and I mean like the mobile prequel games don't help right now, which is
No,
why they should be ported.
no, they really don't.
Yeah, they
I
don't
feel
help my
like
argument
the
here.
problem. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean, okay, so up to 3, all right, yeah, it makes sense. The mobile game is where we're kind of in that. Okay, but like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, because now they're they brought some mobile stuff into 3, and I remember thinking, who the fuck is this white hair kid?
Yeah, right. Like, like I don't know what the hell's up with Square in the mobile market, but they need to stop. Please just make a
Final Fantasy
make
Pixel remaster.
Final Fantasy VII death, fucking Fortnite practically.
Oh my god. Remember when that was shown off during the direct or the Square Enix presentation?
So here's the thing. Next year, so I was gonna do a Final Fantasy VII month this July, but then I said fuck it, no one's gonna watch it because I don't have any content. So I'm gonna do that next year. And as they announced it a couple weeks back, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Now I have to fucking play a mobile game to cap it off. Like the game started like the review started off with a positive note of me like originally I was like, yeah, the remake is a little different, but it's good, and now it's turning into ah man, yeah, this is becoming a shit show slowly again. Thanks, Demora. Actually, real talk, Kingdom Hearts may be confusing, but I think Final Fantasy VII is more confusing, and yet people don't bitch about that one.
I want to say it's because people just don't know.
Yeah, I mean to be fair here, like I said, I'm a fucking nasty weeb when it comes to Final Fantasy, and I've read the books and shit. So like, I feel like Final Fantasy is more complicated than Kingdom Hearts is, but yet we don't fucking bitch about it. That could just be me. I could be wrong.
If you're like specifically talking about 7, it could just be you.
Okay, so have you played Crisis Core?
No, but I'm aware of some of the stuff in it.
Yeah, see, that's when we start getting dumb.
But I think it's like
it's
a
not even
majority of
that.
people still just don't know.
Yeah, it's not only that, it's also there's like Before Crisis, which doesn't exist anymore because that was a phone game.
I remember like trying to look that up and there was nothing on it, and I thought, why is there just a
Yeah.
screenshot? Is this lost media? Ooh.
It sure is. Speaking of lost media, Kingdom Hearts has a lost game that they need to fucking talk about, but nope, that's not
Talk
gonna
about the
happen, I guess.
phone, like the random like flip phone game.
Yeah. Also, Dirge of Cerberus had a phone port. That was fun.
Why would you ever port Dirge of Cerberus to a phone?
It was a flip phone too.
Oh my, why?
No, like I feel like the thing that sucks about my Final Fantasy VII month is I like okay, Dirge of Cerberus is an okay game. You could fight me. The gameplay's okay. Everything else kind of sucks.
Okay.
And if you like Dirge of Cerberus, good on you. but like it's a game that doesn't need to exist, and then they showed it, like they showed like people from Deep Ground, which is the antagonist in the remake for Yuffie's story. And I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you fucking do that?
Okay, what's the deal with him? Is he apparently Hojo?
Look, man,
Oh shit.
I will get back to you on it, because I don't honestly know. There's some stupid shit that I just have to look into. I will text you about it.
Because I think I learned from, like, Maximilian dude, who said basically, like, this guy is an evil, like, I think, like Hojo put his mind in a fucking tube or something.
I think the data...
Data Hojo.
Yeah, I think the data is Hojo, but the character isn't, technically. Oh, speaking of shit, since Michael's not here, I guess I can shit talk something.
Okay, I'm here.
Oh, god fucking damn it. I'll shit talk it
but-
anyways.
Yeah, do it.
So how do you feel about the death battle that came out of Link versus Cloud?
I thought it was fine.
Alright. I feel like it's an of course they made this one.
I guess I feel like it's weird how they use Breath of the Wild Link, but then use a lot of stuff that he doesn't use in the game.
And yet they don't use any of the stuff that he does use in the game.
I mean, they did the Mifa thing to bring him back.
They did.
I don't
But
know what the
also,
heck
like-
that. No, I was just thinking like when he was brought back to life, there was like an evil aura around him, and I just remembered. I think that was when he put on the fierce deity mask, which he doesn't have. He doesn't have.
No. Oh, in Breath of the Wild he has it. You can get a skin for it.
Really?
Yeah, that's what the amiibo are for.
Okay.
If you have
All
the,
right. Well, that makes sense then.
So, can I argue something here?
No, actually, but go ahead.
Too bad. Cloud didn't do any of that shit.
What do you mean?
Cloud never fought that version of Bahamut, like, ever. That was Zack. And you can't really put the feats of Zack up to Cloud, because if that's how it is,
What Bahamut were they talking about again?
ultimate. I don't remember the fuck its name. It's Neon Genesis Evangelion Bahamut. I don't know.
Okay.
But
Here's my thing. Every death battle, I skip the beginning and I just go straight to the fight because I don't fucking care what they have to say.
I love how. I mean, the fights are perfect. I love them, but I feel like the thing that made me annoyed with it is they're like, oh yeah, well Zack did this, and I'm like, also Zack died by bullets though, my guy. So like,
I think like one of their main arguments for Cloud winning was that he survived Sephiroth's universe-destroying bomb inator,
yeah.
which then
you know
it's
my
weird
other-
because after that the universe is back.
Cause see, it's in an alternate universe that Sephiroth takes them to, or whatever, some horseshit. I feel like the thing that's really great
Is that
about-
really what fucking happens?
Yeah, that they say that in the Ultima.
I feel like the Ultima is just what ruined everything in life for Final Fantasy VII.
The Ultima is a lot of. It's like somebody going back and altering the history and going, oh no, it was this all along.
I feel like
But,
this is
like-
why Final Fantasy VII is being remade, is just to say fuck you to the Ultima.
It's actually kind of confirming it, more or less.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well,
Have you played the remake yet?
yeah, it's a 7. I
Yeah,
loved
okay,
it.
Yeah. I see. Man, I wish I
I'm
could.
seeing. I am
I
believing.
wish I could. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a really. So this is where I'm gonna have to just shut the fuck up. There's a lot I wish they did. I really did wish we showed more of Midgar. There's a lot more of Midgar that we didn't see, and they made it sound like we were gonna see more.
Wish
But
they
we
had
sure
a
as
moment
fuck
of like
didn't.
Barrett just putting on a diaper.
Just hardcore shitting. Yeah.
It's hardcore. No, just a diaper.
No. You know what I said. No, it needs to be Cat Sith actually. Anyways,
Yeah. There
I
should have
love
been
how
a
they
there
showed
should have
him
been a
for a
moment when like Kate Sith came in and was just like no, and then started shitting and pissing everywhere.
reminds me of that Jar Jar Binks thing.
I don't even remember like why did I think of that? It just came into my mind.
So
You know, the worst thing about that is that I don't know how that conversation happened. I think it's in one of these episodes or something.
Yeah.
And I was bitching about Star Wars, and for a whole minute, I believed your ass for a minute. You're like, yeah, there was a cut scene. I'm like, was there? I don't remember that. So I like trusted you for a whole second.
So, I got
Oh no,
COVID shot
no, we're
number-
not gonna open up that box. Shit, that's death. Death's in there.
I got COVID shot number 2 today.
How you feeling?
I honestly I don't feel sick at all or anything, but I'm starting to get really tired again. I got really tired like 2 hours after the shot. I took a nap and then I woke up for this and I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm ready for this. And now it's just like, I don't know. That was my reaction to the first one. I just got really tired for like a day or two and then I was fine. I didn't get sick. I didn't get a headache.
My thing is, I am incredibly stubborn whenever I get sick, so I'm really curious how I'm gonna react to this tomorrow.
I think I've got a good immune system. I do not get sick that often.
So I got my shots a while ago. And it was one of those like one and done ones, I don't remember what the fuck it was.
Probably Johnson
think-
and Johnson and Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah.
I think over the last 6 years, I got a bad stomach bug once, and then every other time I got sick, it was because not counting because I've caught in a cold. I don't know if I would qualify that as being like really sick or anything because I'll go to work with a cold, but I think I got like a really bad stomach bug once in the last 6 years, and then any other time I got sick, it's
You got
because I was
drunk?
Yeah, well, because I was about to say any other time I got sick in the last 6 years is just because I got drunk and drank too much.
Yeah, normally I'm stubborn as well when I get sick, so like it doesn't really fucking matter. But I normally don't get sick. That's all gonna change now because I have a child.
You're just gonna get drunk because of him?
No, sick. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? It depends on his life choices. in
God,
the
my
future.
my child wanted an apple juice at Walmart. God, where's the bottle?
Where's the vodka? I gotta get one of those nostalgia critic level over exaggeration.
A hilariously, comedically sized.
Milo
Yeah.
just watches the fucking wall review every single day. It's his favorite shit.
Starts clapping
I think
his
that's
hands
when I
and
kill
feet together.
myself.
Alright, so this is perfect for me. If I'm up to it this weekend or whatever, I can just keep grinding in here, getting more money. Because I'm
Nice.
pretty low.
Did you want to do anything else story-wise before we ended for the night?
Nothing really, because I'd just be wasting a day. Because
Yeah.
I just want to grind right now and get some more money, and just increase Margaret's stuff. Because all we can really do right now is just wait. The fucking hand fell. Part of me was thinking, oh, we can get through this easily, and I realized I actually want to just show this stuff off. That's all the time we have for today, guys.
Yep.
Bye.
Tune in next time when we'll
Actually
still
do
be here.
something.
We'll still be here
Is Nanako
forever.
alive? Does Nanako live?